Mr. Colin McGregor!
Gray skies are gonna clear up, put on a happy face. Brush off the clouds and cheer up, put on a happy face. Brush off the gloomy mask of tragedy, that's not your style. You look so good that you'll be glad you decided to smile. Pick out a pleasant outlook, stick out your noble chin. Wipe off that full of doubt look, slap on a happy grin. And spread sunshine all over the place, and put on a happy, happy face.
Grace, all right, my love? Nice to see you, dear. Is it higher or lower, dear? Must be the weather. Put on a happy face. Don't sit around all sad and vicarish. It's not your style. Think of banana splits and licorice and start to smile. I knew a girl so gloomy she'd never laugh or sing. She wouldn't listen to me, and now she's a mean old thing. So spread sunshine all over the place and put on a happy, happy face. Hey, put on a happy, happy face. Oh, thank you. Hey, lovely. Oh, super. This train, travelling from Manchester to London. Chap walks up and down the corridor, not one seat to be had. Yet one, occupied by a dog. He pops his head in the compartment. Excuse me, to whom does this dog belong? And this woman says, that dog is mine. You don't mind if I put the dog on the floor, love? That dog is not moving from that seat. But the whole of the train's full. I mean, have I got to stand all the way to London? That dog. You don't mind if I put the dog on the floor, love? That dog is not moving from that seat. But the whole of the train's full. I mean, have I got to stand all the way to London? That dog is not moving from that seat. Oh, he says, isn't it? We'll soon see. Grabs the dog, throws it off the train. She says, young man, do you know who I am? He says, madam, I don't care who you are. She says, I'm Margaret Thatcher, the Prime Minister. She says, oh, damn, I've thrown the wrong bitch off. Oh. I never even got a smile in the Conservative Club last weekend with that one. Because with a name like McGregor, people expect me to have a go at Arthur Scargill. I don't know any jokes about Arthur Scargill. I do know, for a fact, his wife went to the dentist last Thursday, and the dentist said, good morning, Mrs. Scargill, how's the mouth today? She said, I don't know, he's not up yet. I say I don't know any jokes. I didn't until about 8 or 9 weeks ago. I was doing an old-time music hall in Wales, and this chap told me a joke, and I've got to do this in a Welsh accent because it's much funnier. He said, I'll tell you a joke about Arthur Scargill, isn't it? He was walking down the road, see, and he tripped and fell, smashed his nose. It was only a minor accident. However, he had to go to hospital, and the doctor operated on his nose. And Arthur said, will the nose be all right now? He said, it will, as long as you don't pick it. Megan and Blodwyn having a chat. And Blodwyn says, Megan, how did you go on with Di Jones the other night? Oh, what a lovely fellow. Bought me a big bag of sweets, he did. Took me to the pictures. Halfway through the film, he put his hand on my hand. Well, I laughed. I laughed. Then he put his hand on my knee. Well, I laughed. I laughed. Then he put his hand inside my blouse. Well, I laughed. I laughed. Megan, what were you laughing at? Well, the sweets were in my pocket all the time. The Jones boys. Now, they're called the Jones boys because they're always together, even though in actual fact it's father, son and grandfather. Now, I say they're always together. They are till one night. Young Einan, the son, comes home late. 8:30.
Oh, sorry I'm late home, lads, only I've been up the mountainside with young Gwyneth. You know Gwyneth? Ooh,
such passion. The following night dies home late. 9:30.
Oh, sorry I'm late home, lads, only I've been up the mountainside with young Gwyneth. You know Gwyneth? Ooh,
such passion. The following night, Grandad doesn't even get home at all. Comes in at breakfast time. Oh, sorry I'm late home, lads, only I've been up the mountainside with young Gwyneth. You know Gwyneth? Ooh, such patience. You know, it's amazing. When you do a few gags, somebody always tells you a joke. And it's nearly always an Irish joke these days. I think a chap sits in the shed writing Irish jokes. And like the Englishman, Irishman and Scotsman in hospital, and this very important personage comes round, and he says to the Englishman, tell me, in your opinion, what is the greatest invention, medical science? Well, for me, sir, the iron lung. The iron lung? Why? Oh, it's saved my life. I'd be dead today without the iron lung. Very good. Yes, very, very good, yes. Then he goes to McTavish. What is the greatest invention, in your opinion?
The kidney machine, Jimmy.
The kidney machine? Why?
Oh, it saved my life. I'd be a gunner today without the kidney machine, that's for sure. Aye, that's true.
Then he goes to Murphy. What is the greatest invention, in your opinion?
The Venetian blind, sir.
The Venetian blind? Good heavens, why?
Well, without the Venetian blind, it'd be curtains for all of us, sir.
Murphy goes over to America, and he's in this bar in Texas. There's a big notice on the wall, any drink from anywhere in the world. He says to the bartender, excuse me, sir, do you have such a thing as the Guinness?
Mac, we have any drink from anywhere.
I'll have a bottle of Guinness, sir. Now, when they bring this bottle of Guinness, it's like a magnum of champagne. Is that a single bottle of Guinness? That's awful big.
Of course it's big. Everything in Texas is big.
After he's had the Guinness, he says, what do the locals drink, sir?
Bourbon.
I'll have a single bourbon, sir. That's like half a pint. Is that a single? That's awful big.
I told you before, Mac, everything in Texas is big.
Now, when he's had the Guinness and the bourbon, Murphy's getting short. He says, excuse me, sir, where's the little boy's room? Or seems I'm in Texas, the big boy's room, sir.
Straight down the corridor, first door on the right.
Well, Murphy being Murphy, goes straight down the corridor, first door on the left. Walks straight into the swimming pool. As he surfaced, there's two fellas stood on the side. He says, for God's sake, don't flush it! I'm in here! He was in the war with two of the two fellas he was in hospital with, Cuthbertson and McTavish. Now, Cuthbertson's a bright lad from Stalybridge, and they were in this prison camp, Stalag Luft 21. They were sentenced to be shot by the firing squad, and the commandant came round on the eve of the dastardly deed. He says,
"Is the morning, you first the firing squad, but this evening, through the generosity of the Führer, you may have the last request."
So Cuthbertson, this bright lad from Stalybridge, said, "Oh, jolly good chair. Could I have fish and chips, please?"
"Request is granted."
Then he says to McTavish,
"What is your last request?" "Oh, that's a great idea, that, Jimmy. I'll have fish, chips and peas." "Request granted."
Then he says to Murphy,
"What is your last request?"
Is there any chance of me going for them, sir?" Following day, they're all stood in front of the firing squad. Cuthbertson says, now look, chaps, what we've got to do is pretend there's some sort of calamity. When the firing squad run away in disarray, we'll make our getaway. Firing squad all line up. Cuthbertson shouts, earthquake! Shum! Firing squad that way. Cuthbertson gone over the wall. McTavish says, oh, that's great, that. Ho, ho, ho. I'm going to have a go at that, right enough. Firing squad all lines up. McTavish shouts, a bomb! Shum! Firing squad that way. McTavish gone over the wall. Murphy's left on his own. Hey, think of a calamity. I've got it. Firing squad all lines up. Murphy shouts, fire! He survived, though. He were a great baker, our judge. He were a great lover as well. When he were 8, he got married again to a young girl of 20. Marriage guidance counsellor says you better get a lodger. She didn't see him for about 6 months. She says, how are you doing? He says, great. Great. She says, how's your wife? He says, oh, she's pregnant. Oh, you got a lodger then? She says, aye, she's pregnant as well. Now, one of the things he loved, Ernie, with his mate Albert, a game of bowls. And the two of them used to play bowls 13 months in the year. And Ernie says to Albert one day, excuse me, Albert, do you think you have bowling greens in heaven? I don't know, do I mean I spend all my time with you playing bowls and things. Well, I won't half miss my game of bowls if you don't, you know, like when we pass over to the side. Tell you what, first of us to go, come back and tell children if they have bowling greens. It's a deal, pal. Sad to relate. 6 short months after that, Ernie passed over to the other side. Thank you. Albert, true to the tradition, never missed a game. 11:30 on a November night, he's having a crafty practice with a long torch at bowls, feels a tap on the shoulder, and when he looks round, there's nobody there, and a voice says, Albert, Albert. Who's there? It's me, Ernie. Ernie? Where are you, pal? I'm in heaven. I've got some good news and some bad news. What's the good news? There are bowling greens in heaven. Hey, that's great, Paul. Smashing it. What's the bad news? Your name's on the team sheet for tomorrow. Ah, thank you. Thank you very much. You know, it's lovely to be here tonight, ladies. It reminds me of when I was a lad and used to go to see theatres. You don't get to theatres very often these days. It's lovely to think that there's still a wonderful theatre here in Ashton. And another thing, when I was a lad, I was a choir boy. And because I could never get a lie-in on a Sunday morning, because, even when I skipped church, you know, because it was always church parade for the boys' brigade or the scouts or the sea cadets, and they all had a bugle band, didn't they? And the sound that used to wake me up every Sunday morning was like this. Oh, thank you. I learned to do that when I worked for Dynarod. Get the proper one out now. Right, Peter, if you will. That's it, lovely. Yes, thank you. Oh, hey, hang on a moment. Did you hear about that fella doing a survey? And he knocked on this chap's door. And the chap that answered the door, he was obviously ex-military, you know. Says, yes, what is it, lad? What is it? What is it? What is it? So I'm doing a survey, sir. Could I ask a question? Fire away, what is it? Well, it's very personal. It's all right, lad. Carry on. Ex-military, you know, carry on. Well, when did you last have sexual relations? 1948. Good heavens. That's a long time ago. I don't know. It's only 2,100 hours now. Oh, I got lads. Did you watch the Olympic Games last year? Did you watch the Winter Olympics when that was on? Eh? What about that? When the Irish bobsleigh team wouldn't come down till they'd gritted the slope. Eh? Do you remember that? Can you cast your mind back 5 years to the Olympics in Moscow, and in particular to the hammer throw, when that unknown Russian came from nowhere and threw the hammer 5 meters past the world record? And afterwards, David Coleman was interviewing. He said, how is it you've come out here and beaten the world record, and we've never heard of you before? Where do you come from? I am from Siberia. My father was from Siberia. My grandfather was from Siberia. And in Siberia, we build big, strong men. I threw hammer long way. And the next fellow out was a Canadian. And he threw the hammer 10 meters past the world record. And in the interview afterwards, he said, well, I'm from the lumber camps up in the north, and my daddy worked on the lumber camps, and my granddaddy too. And we never had any mechanical means of chopping down those trees. We just used to use axe. And I tell you, chopping down big maple trees with an axe, you build up big muscles. And the third fella out was Charlie Smith from Wigan. 8 stone wet through. And he broke the world record by 17 meters. And David Coleman was interviewing him, and he said, tell us something about yourself. He said, well, I've never had a job in my life. And my dad never had a job, and my granddad never had a job neither. And best advice my dad ever gave to me, if anyone sticks hammer in your hand, throw it as far as you can. That's a different language in Wing, isn't it? Charlie goes to see the doctor. He says, doctor, I've come to see you about my seat. Right, trousers down, bend over. He says, no, it's my eye seat I've come to see you about. And his lad's just the same. His lad goes to the vet with the cat. I've come to see you about the cat. Is it a Tom? No, I brought it with me. And their Debbie, you know, their Debbie, she's absolutely besotted with her dad. Loves her dad, their Debbie, loves her dad. And she has to write this essay at school, the kindest person I know. She writes, the kindest person I know is my daddy. He is very kind to animals. Only last week he put his shirt on a bloody horse that was scratched. Play the music. If you know it, please sing along with me. Come on, let's hear sing. If I had my way, dear, forever that'd be garden of roses for you and for me. 1,001 things, dear, I would do just for you, for only you. If I had my way, dear, you'd never grow old, and sunshine I'd bring every day. You would reign all alone like a queen on a throne. Hey, thanks for being a lovely crowd. Bye. If I had my way.
Mr. Colin McGregor. Mr. Colin McGregor. Colin, just... Colin, can you just come on? I've got a surprise for you. The caretaker said, could you lock up? You've been on so long. They've all gone home. Could you... Just yet. Do you remember the war, Colin? Just yet. Do you remember the war, Colin?
I do.
I don't. Does anybody remember the war?
This fur coat remembers it. Me and my shadow strolling down the avenue. Me and my shadow, not a soul to tell our troubles to. And when it's 12 o'clock, we can understand, but we'll never know. 'Cause you know nobody's there,
Just
me and my shadow, all alone and feeling blue. I bet you know this one, Ches. Rolling, just rolling in the cool of the evening air. I don't envy the rich in their automobile, 'cause the motor car is phony. I'd rather have Shanks's pony when I'm rolling, just rolling by the light of the moon above. Every night I go out rolling, that is why my luck is rolling. When I'm rolling with the one I love. This is it, Jez. This is the one they've been waiting for. Underneath the arches, I dream my dreams away. Underneath the arches, on cobblestones we lay. Every night find me tired out and worn, happy when the daylight comes creeping, heralding the dawn, sleepy when it's raining, and sleepy when it's fine. Got my feet out of step. In a charade, rattling by above. Pavement is my pillow, no matter where I stray. Underneath the arches, I dream my dreams away.
Pavement is my
pillow. No matter where I surrender. We never had this summer at the Palladium, Jez, did we?
Come on. Underneath the
arches, I'll dream my dreams away.